Good morning, class 10th. I hope all of you guys are doing well. And today we are going to start a new topic, but the chapter is going to be same. And the name of the chapter that we have been doing so far is Equation of a Straight Line. And this is the second part of this chapter. And the chapter says, or the topic says, parallelism and perpendicularity. Okay, so parallelism and perpendicularity means we'll be talking about lines that are parallel to each other, and we'll also talk about lines that are perpendicular to each other. Okay, I have written down a statement, and let's see what does the statement say. Let L1 and L2 be two lines. It should not be vertical मतलब straight lines नहीं होनी चाहिए या बिल्कुल खड़ी lines नहीं होनी चाहिए. It should be non-vertical lines, and M1 and M2 be their slope, and Q1 and Q2 be the inclination of lines. Okay, so if I have two lines, we'll look both of the things. Okay, we'll be looking parallelism and perpendicularity, both we'll be looking at. So first we are looking at parallelism, and I'm taking L1. This is the line L1, and this is the line L2, and they both are parallel to each other. Okay, the name of this line is L1, the name of this line is L2, and the angle that is being formed between them is theta 1, this and this x-axis and this line, and this one is theta 2. Now you might have studied in class 7 when the two parallel lines are there and there's a transversal going, this angle equals to this angle. Have you guys studied about that? I hope everyone has studied about that. And this says that theta 1 is equals to theta 2, and the reason for this is going to be what? Corresponding. Do you guys agree? So theta 1 is equals to theta 2. If theta 1 is equals to theta 2, it means if I put 10 on both the sides, tan theta 1 is equals to tan theta 2. For example, this is 45, this is also going to be 45 because they are corresponding to each other. Okay, those two parallel lines एक transversal जा रही है, this angle and this angle is making corresponding. Okay, so if this is tan theta 1 is equals to tan theta 2, it means these are the slopes. It means m1 is going to be equals to m2. So usually what I'm trying to tell you, that the angle, if two lines are parallel, the angle between them are going to be equal. Okay, or the angles that are being made with the x-axis are going to be same. Second thing that I want to explain you guys is this. I hope you're able to see. Excuse me. That m1 is equals to m2. Okay, now you guys need to keep one thing in mind, and that one thing is going to be that we studied about how to make an equation of a line. Any equation of a line is in this form: y is equals to mx plus c. So for this it can be y2 x2, because this is the second line, and the equation for this line is going to be y1 is equals to m1 and x1 plus c. Okay, okay, usually for both of them m are same, the m and m will be same. There's not going to be any different m. Okay, so let's see for perpendicular lines. Okay, so if I have two lines, I'll make the graph first. Okay, I hope all of you guys can see the graph. After this, I'm gonna make two lines. One line that is going to be L1. Okay, and the angle that is being made by them is theta 1. Okay, and there's another line that is coming like this, and the angle made with the x-axis in anti-clockwise, that is going to be, or clockwise, sorry, that is going to be theta 2. Okay, and the angle made between both the lines are, they both are perpendicular to each other. That's why we say जब वो दोनों एक दूसरे को मिल रहे तो 90 degree बन रहा है. So what can I say in, if you see this triangle, if I can name this, this is A, this is B, this is C. In triangle ABC, what do you observe? What do you guys observe in this? What do I observe is theta 2 is equals to theta 1 plus 90. Why? Exterior angle is always equals to sum of opposite angles inside the triangle. Exterior angle is always equals to the interior angle. Okay, two interior angle, sum of two interior angle. Okay, so exterior angle is equals to sum of interior angles that are on the opposite side. Okay, that's why I wrote this. But if I add 10 to both of them, so I'll have to add 10 on both the side, theta 1 plus 90. Do you guys agree? I agree with you. Okay, now remember one thing, tan theta 2 is equals to, this can also be written as cot theta 1 minus cot theta 1. We have studied this in trigonometry. जब हम 90 से माइनस करते हैं प्लस करते हैं तो ये ऐसे लिखा जा सकता है. ओके, थीटा 1 प्लस 90 कॉट थीटा 1 आ जाएगा. ओके, नाउ टेन थीटा 2, मैं कुछ नहीं कर रहा हूँ. अब इसका आपको वैल्यू पता है, आप इसको 10 में चेंज करना चाहते हो तो आप ऐसे कर सकते हो, ऐसे कर सकते हो. कॉट थीटा को ऐसे लिख सकते हो, लिख सकते हैं हम लोग. आपको ये आना जरूरी नहीं है, पर आपको ये पता होना चाहिए कि जो एंगल्स होते हैं या फिर जो स्लोप होता है वो क्या, जैसे इसका स्लोप इक्वल होते हैं, पैरेलल लाइंस का स्लोप इक्वल होते हैं, इसके स्लोप के बारे में बात करते हैं. सो थीटा 2 को हम स्लोप लिख सकते हैं m2 और इसको क्या लिख सकते हैं -1/m1. तो जो स्लोप होते हैं परपेंडिकुलर लाइन का, अगर एक स्लोप इतना है तो दूसरा उसका इन्वर्स होगा. ओके, फॉर एग्जांपल लेट्स से m2 इज 3/2, तो जो m1 होगा वो कितना होगा -2/3. हाउ, मैं आपको सिखा देता हूँ कैसे करना है. अगर मैं m को उस तरफ ले लेता हूँ, हम ये वाला फॉर्मूला इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं, m1 इंटू m2 इक्वल्स टू -1. ओके, सो इफ आई हैव दिस m1 मेरे पास 3/2 है इंटू m2 एंड आई हैव टू फाइंड m2. सो मैं 2 को उस तरफ लेके जाऊंगा और 3 को इस तरफ लेके जाऊंगा, तो मेरे पास m2 डायरेक्टली क्या आ जाएगा -2/3. Are you guys getting it? So the relationship that I have between the slope of perpendicular line, that is I can use this always, m1 into m2 equals to -1, and the relationship that I have between the slope of two parallel lines, this is. So this is the only thing that we'll be doing in this second exercise, and we'll be doing some questions on them as well. Okay, for example, we'll see some questions and we'll see second question. Second question says, you guys can have a look, question number 2. Okay, let's have a look in question number 2. Question number 2 says something like this: if 6x plus 5x minus 7 equals to 0 and 2px plus 5y plus 1, this is plus 1, 5y plus 1 equals to 0 are parallel lines. You know, if the two lines are parallel, I know the slopes are equal, m1 equals to m2, but I have to figure out what is m1 and what is m2. So what I'm going to do, and I have to find the value of p. So I'm going to make both the equation in this form, y is equals to mx plus c. So I'm going to make this in this form, that's going to be 5y equals to -6x plus 7 and y is equals to -6 over, okay, this is going to be my first equation. If I compare this with this, the standard equation with this equation, what do I observe? I observe this is x, this is c and this is m. m की जगह किसने लिया -6/5 ने. So I'll say m1 is equals to -6/5. I hope every one of you guys agree. Now I'm going to work on the second one. So second one is going to be something like this: 5y equals to -2px minus 1, and then y I have to leave alone because I have to make in this form. So -2px over 5 minus 1 over 5. Okay, so you guys can have a look over here. This is c, -1/5, x is in its place. Who's taking the place of m? So I know that m2 is going to be -2p over 5. But both of the lines are parallel to each other. So if both of the lines are parallel to each other, which formula do I have to use? m1 equals to m2. After finding the m1 and m2, I'm gonna say m1 equals to m2. So that is minus 6 over 5 equals to minus 2p over 5. And then I can cancel things out. 5 and 5 can be cancelled, minus and minus can be cancelled. So 6 upon 2 equals to p, and p is going to be 3. What is the value of p? P is going to be 3. I hope you guys are understanding this. Okay, so that's how you do this type of questions when the lines are given parallel to each other. Let's have a look at question number 7. Question number 7 says the line through A and B is perpendicular to the line 4x minus 2x minus 4y equals to 5. Find the value of B. Is it okay? Now I know both the lines are perpendicular. So using these 2 points, I'm going to find M of this line. There's a line AB, okay, which is perpendicular to this line. So if I draw a figure, I'll say this is line AB, and the other line, that is 2x minus 4y equals to 5. So I'm going to find the M of this first line. So how to find the M of this? Y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. Simple. So M1 is going to be what for me? Y2. What is Y2 for me? Think about it. This is B minus y1 is 3 upon x2 4 minus minus 2. Okay, so M1 is going to be B minus 3 over 6. You guys agree? And then I'm going to find M2. So finding M2, I'm going to keep this in the form of y is equals to mx plus c. So this is going to be 2x minus 5 equals to 4y, and y is going to go on both the sides. So this is going to get cancelled out. So जो भी coefficient of x होता है वो होता है मेरा m. So what is coefficient of x? अगर आप यहाँ देखें coefficient of x जो भी होता है वो मेरा m होता है. So what is my m2? M2 is going to be my 1 upon 2. Now I know a formula. If the two lines are perpendicular to each other, then I know that m1 into m2 is going to be minus 1. So I'm going to multiply b minus 3 upon 6 into 1 upon 2 equals to minus 1. Okay, so when I multiply this, what I'll be getting? I'll be getting 12 b minus 3 over 12 equals to minus 1. 12 can go on that side, so b minus 3 is equals to minus 12, and 3 goes on this side plus. Okay, so b is going to be minus 12 plus 3, b is going to be minus 9. So what's the value of b? B is going to be minus 9. And that's how it works. So you need to figure out m, because m is playing the main role in perpendicular and parallel lines. So if you know m, then it's going to be really easy for you guys to solve the questions that have been given to you guys. Okay, let's do question number 11 for the day. Question number 11 says, find the equation of a line perpendicular to the line 3x minus 4y plus 12 equals to 0. It's perpendicular. So I have to find a line that is perpendicular, and so the equation of this line is 3x minus 4y plus 12 equals to 0. I have to find the equation of this line, and this line is perpendicular to this line. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this in the form of, because I know m, so I will find m out of this. So it's going to be y, I'll shift over here, 3x plus 12 equals to 4y, and 4 can go on that side, so 3 up plus 12 upon 4 equals to y. So for me m is equals to, या m1 is equals to 3 over 4. But I have to find, इसका m तो मिल गया मुझे 3 upon 4. I have to find m for this. Okay, so I'll multiply m1 into m2 equals to minus 1. So 3 upon 4 into m2 equals to minus 1. m2 is going to be minus 4 upon 3. मुझे m, इसका m मिल गया minus 4 over 3. You guys agree? minus 4 upon 3 मुझे m मिल गया इस लाइन का. ओके, सो अगर मैं इक्वेशन लिखता हूँ इसकी, तो मैं ऐसे लिखूँ y इज इक्वल्स टू एम एक्स प्लस सी. तो मुझे m की वैल्यू तो मिल गई है. व्हाट इज द वैल्यू ऑफ m? the value of m is minus 4 over 3 x plus c. Now I have to find c. c क्या होगा? So c क्या बोला उन्होंने? Having the y intercept as this. जो इसका y intercept है वो ही उसका भी y intercept है. So let's see कि इसका y intercept है क्या. Okay? जो मतलब इसका ये c को हम y intercept बोलते हैं. जब हम इक्वेशन लिखते हैं y is equals to mx plus c, इसको intercept बोलते हैं. ये जो c होता है ये y intercept होता है. ओके तो मैं निकालूंगा कि इसका y इंटरसेप्ट जो है वो इसका c होगा, जो इसका c है वो इसका c होगा. तो लेट्स फिगर दैट आउट. सो दैट्स गोइंग टू बी 2x plus 5 equals to y, isn't it? So in this, what is c? C is going to be 5. So what is c for this going to be? 5 as well. So y is equals to minus 4 over 3 x plus 5, and 3 can come over here and it can be minus 4x plus 5. So my equation is going to be 4x plus 3y minus 5 equals to 0. Okay, I'm sorry about that. But my equation is going to be 4x plus 3y minus 5 equals to 0. And that's how I'm going to solve my answer. Okay, so again, जो c होता है मेरा वो इसका c सेम है. उन्होंने बोला जो y इंटरसेप्ट है c को y इंटरसेप्ट बोलते हैं, जो इसका y इंटरसेप्ट है वो जो इक्वेशन दे कि उसका भी y इंटरसेप्ट है. सो मैं इसका c ढूंढ के इसमें लगा दूंगा, फिक्स कर दूंगा, और इसका m निकाल के मैंने इसमें फिक्स कर दिया जो कि इसका रेसिप्रोकल होता है विद अ नेगेटिव साइन. सो दैट्स हाउ यू डू दैट. ओके, आई होप यू गाइज अंडरस्टूड दिस and you got this and you enjoyed it. I don't know why it's coming blurry a little bit, but I'll try making it okay before I stop the video. So you guys can have a look, and that's it for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. You guys did learn something out of it, and yeah, have a good day everyone. Take care of yourself.